Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports and the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Paulo Del Rosario, and my co-host Laura Liman will join us later on. In tonight's game plan, the Pinoy Sakuragi, Marc Pingris, joins the game as we celebrate his monumental 16-year PBA and Gilas Filipinas career. Then, UAP baller, the sensational Jack Animam, and the up-and-coming Filipino hoop star, Fajardo, joins us to share their excitement for their blossoming basketball careers. And we'll preview the upcoming rounds of the biggest e-motorsports event in the country, the second leg of the 2021 Toyota GRGT Cup. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Laban Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng isang Pinoy Sakuragi na taos-pusong narinig sa buong mundo. Ladies and gentlemen, after 16 years of his remarkable career with the PBA and Gilas Filipinas, Marc Pingris is now officially retired. 9 championships, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 15 All-Star selections, and that historic putback that destroyed the curse of Korea and sent the Philippines to the 2014 FIBA World Cup. Kuya Ping has done it all. Tonight, we are very honored to be joined by one of the 40 greatest players in the PBA himself, Gilas Filipinas icon, the Pinoy Sakuragi, Marc Pingris. Ping, kamusta ka naman?
Hi, good evening. Hi guys.
Good evening, Ping.
How are you? I'm okay naman.
First of all, Ping, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. I'm sure we are siguro the 100th or 125th person group to try and contact you. How has this been yung the days since announcing your retirement? Nakapahinga ka na ba in terms of yung mga phone calls, mga texts na kailangan mong sagutin?
Okay naman, yun nga. Na-appreciate ko yung lahat yun, lahat ng tumawag sa akin, lahat ng nag-text sa akin. Talagang grabe pala, ang daming nagmamahal sa akin. So, na-appreciate ko yun. And of course, kayo na tinitext ako, na gustong interview ako. So, yun, maraming salamat din. It's an honor na talagang makasama kayo tonight.
Ping, ano yung proseso mo in terms of deciding to retire? Kasi it can't have been easy. I know you sobrang yung competitive drive mo, iba talaga eh. So, can you give us a glimpse of yung process mo in terms of making that big decision?
Kasi mga ilang weeks ko ba pinag-pray? Mga 2 weeks siguro or more. Talagang pinag-pray ko siya. Yun, talagang siguro it's time talaga na bigyan ko rin ng opportunity yun mga mas bata talaga sa akin yun. And then nag-usap din talaga kami ni coach na na-appreciate ko siya na talagang inantay niya ako hanggang umokay ako doon sa rehab ko, yung sa injury ko before. Okay na yun okay na yung injury ko, but yun, naisip ko din talaga na yung mga bagong rookie ngayon, yung mga bagong players na gusto rin mangarap or gustong pumasok sa PBA, yun. Kumbaga, yun na lang yun inisip ko na bigyan din sila ng opportunity na mag-start sa PBA para makasimula sila. So, yun, nakakasad dahil mamimiss ko yung team, mamimiss ko yun everyday na pagkikita namin, yung pagsasama namin. But I'm happy naman na more time kasi sa family ko and kailangan ko rin tutukan yung mga business. Yun.
Ayun, of course, taking care of everything after the basketball career. Pero, Ping, grabe, 16 years. So, 16 years in the PBA. Nung nagsimula ka, 14 years old lang ako, okay? Pero, Ping, yung career mo, when you started out, akala mo ba na makaka-16 years ka sa PBA?
Yung nga rin, hindi rin siguro more discipline sa sarili. Kung talagang gusto mo talagang tumagal sa PBA, talaga kailangan mong pakondisyonan yung sarili mo. Yung time kasi na nandun na ako, yun okay yung career ko, talagang inalagaan ko rin yung sarili ko. Talagang kahit may workout kami, practice kami, sa gabi talagang extra jogging ang ginagawa ko. And yun, doon ka naman tatagal sa paglalaro. At well, part talaga sa player yung mga injury, kaya siguro nagkataon na medyo napaagad din yung retirement natin dahil sa injury din. So yun. But I'm happy naman na nagawa ko at nabigay ko yung 100% ko sa PBA. Nagawa ko lahat. So wala naman siguro akong pagsisisihan pa nung nag-retire talaga ako dahil saludo din ako sa sarili ko dahil parang nabigay ko na rin lahat. Nabigay ko na lahat. Parang ganun.
Well, Ping, sinabi mo sa mga ibang interview that your two highlights sa PBA is yung first championship mo with Coach Ryan Gregorio and yung Grand Slam mo with Coach Tim Cone. Pero sa palagay mo, ano yung naging legacy mo sa PBA now that you can look back at everything? Ano yung may iwan mo sa fans at kapag naisip nila si Marc Pingris? Ano yung maalala nila?
Gusto ko siguro ako kasi yung tipong I'll give my best, yun 100% pagdating sa laro. Kahit may masakit talaga sa akin, pinupush ko yung sarili ko para lang manalo, yung team. Gusto kong maisip din ng mga ibang tao, pag sinabing Marc Pingris, yan yung puso. Kumbaga wala sa height ko yung paglalaro ng basketball kahit na mas matangkad talaga sa akin. Talagang binibigay ko yung puso ko, yung hard work ko sa paglalaro. Kasi naniniwala naman talaga ako na kulang talaga naman yung talento Kailangan dagdagan mo ng hard work or puso. So, yun siguro, basta pag sinabi mo Marc Pingris, siguro puso yan, parang ganun. At sana marami akong na-inspire din ng mga kabataan na yun naglalaro ng basketball.
Well, Ping, naalala ko yung picture mo. Well, not really picture, yung confrontation mo with Omar Ashik yata. Nakita mo talaga yung height difference dun But, just to talk about yung puso mo and talk about siguro yung drive mo. We can't see it all the time. Kami mga fans kasi a lot of the work happens behind the scenes and we brought in someone here today to pay tribute to you, especially someone who's very close to you, and we're gonna bring him up right now. So, hello? You there?
Hello, yo.
Ayun.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hindi, may
Sorry.
special guest kami para sa iyo. Alright, so papasok na natin siya.
Wow.
Wait lang. Nandiyan ba siya? Well, you know what? As we're trying to bring him on, so sa lahat ng mga teammates mo, Ping, I'm sure there are some teammates that stand out more than the others. Sino sa palagay mo, off the court, on the court, really affected your life the most? Ito ba siya? Wait lang. Try natin ulit, Ping, ha? Hello? Ayun! Nakapasok na.
Yun.
Tol.
Musta?
Congratulations, Tol.
Thank
PJ,
you.
mensahe
Appreciate
naman
you,
kay
bro.
Ping.
Bago pa naman nag-announce itong brother Marc Pingris ko ng retirement niya, napag-uusapan na namin yun before. And medyo nauna lang ako sa kanya, but marami kami napag-uusapan, hindi lang basketball, kundi this namin.
Nagulat ka ba, PJ, nang nag-announce si Ping?
Actually, hindi na ako na-surprise dahil napag-uusapan na namin ni Ping, pero gusto ko pa sana maglaro pa siya ng isa pang taon. And alam ko kasi kaya pa niya, but sabi ko sa kanya, pag-pray niya lang talaga dahil si God na yung magbibigay sa'yo ng wisdom doon. And yun, nagulat na lang, parang nakita ko yung nag-announce sa si Ping, parang yun na talaga siguro. Ito na yung ito na yung pinag-pray niya rin.
Well, buti na lang sumagot, nakapasok ka bago nakasagot si Marc Pero Ping, talking about si PJ, tell us a bit more about yung journey nyo together, especially during that time, during San Mig Coffee, when you got your winning championship after championship.
First of all, ano ba yan? Napipilaukan ako First of all, gusto kong sabihin na napakatagal na ng pagsasama namin ni PJ. Ang tagal na rin namin magkalaban ni PJ. NBA pa lang, to PBL, and then nung nagkasama kami sa PBA with James Yap, yung tinatawag na Big Three. So, na-appreciate ko yung lahat ng na-appreciate ko yung lahat yung mga lagi niyang mga sinasabi na about sa life, ganun, about sa basketball, yung mga kwentuhan, nakulitan, ganun, yung pagsasama. Na-appreciate ko yun. Hanggang mapanegosyo, talagang kumukuha ako sa kanya na kumbaga guide na tol, ano yung pwede kong gawin dito kasi same business kami ni PJ ngayon. So siya yung nauna, so humingi ako ng mga advice sa kanya, ganun. At maganda rin na talagang kahit na wala kami sa basketball ngayon, talagang nandun pa rin yung pagkakaibigan namin nila James. So na-appreciate ko yun, tol. At alam mo naman yung number ko, kung may problema kayong mag-asawa, kung ano may tutulong namin ni Danica, bro, open yung cellphone namin, tawagan nyo lang kami. So thank you so much.
Yes, Tol. Thank you, Tol.
PJ, ano yung legacy ni Marc Pingris? Kasi we heard it from himself just a while ago. Pero alam ko naman na kahit papaano, medyo humble din si Marc especially about talking about himself Pero now that you have the opportunity to tell him what his impact is in Philippine basketball, what do you think that is?
Sobrang laki ng impact dahil, 'di ba yung napanalo nila Pingris yung sa Korea. And hindi lang 'yun. Si Pingris kasi mapagmahal yan sa mga teammates niya, kaya no wonder kung bakit favorite sa lahat ng mga teammates niya. And yun. Yan, napakasaya kasama sa court dahil hindi ka talaga pababayaan. Especially ako nga, pag may nanakit sa akin, talagang pinaglalaban niya talaga ako. And napakasarap maglaro dahil kahit na maiwan ka ng bantay mo, hindi ka niya babayaan. Lagi siyang nandun. Talagang naka-help yan lagi or papasahan ka niya, napaka-unselfish na player.
Ping, PJ, thank you very much for joining us. Ping, once again, congratulations on a stellar career. 16 years in the PBA. A lot of memories, a lot of championships. That silver with Gilas will always ring in everyone's minds in terms of Marc Pingris on the international stage. Salamat, and we hope to see you again soon. PJ, you too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
Now, when we return, UAP baller, sensational Jack Animam, and up-and-coming Filipino hoop star Ella Fajardo joins us to share excitement for their blossoming basketball careers. Keep it here. You're watching The Game.
Welcome back to The Game. I'm Laura Lehman. Now make way for the Filipinas have arrived inside the hard court. Gilas Pilipinas women members Jack Animam and Ella Fajardo are ready to share their trademark puso mindset to the world. The five-time UAAP champion Jack Animam pursues her international basketball dream as she signs with East West Private, while her newest scrimmage partner, the NCAA Division I bound Fajardo, looks ahead to playing for Fairleigh Dickinson University. Tonight, the Taiwanese collegiate hotshot Jack Animam and bronze medalist in the 2019 FIBA 3x3 Under-18 Asia Cup, Ella Fajardo, join us. Ladies, welcome to The Game.
Hi, Laura and Paolo. Good evening sa inyo dyan.
Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Thank you. Welcome. First of all, thanks for waking up early. I know you guys are both in the States, so there's a time difference there, but we're so happy you were able to. Now, Jack, let's start with you. Kamusta ka naman? Medyo may slang na yung English mo. Narinig ko kanina. Super kano ka na.
Thanks, bang. So, okay naman ako dito. So, 2 weeks na akong nandito. 2 weeks na akong nagte-training dito. So far, so good lahat. Everyone's very welcoming. You know, Tita Chow and Tita Patty are really sobrang alaga talaga nila ako. And yung mga trainers namin, sobrang solid lang talaga.
Well, Ella, we all know that Jack is a very emotional girl. When you see her, she will light up like a firework. So my question is, when you first saw Jack, as in like literally when you saw each other for the first time in a very long time and started working out for each other, what was her reaction? Did she carry you? What did she do when she saw you?
Oh, it was such a surreal moment. It was like, oh my gosh, at the Jack, like it's you in person, like I don't know. And then at the Jack kind of just, she embraced me, she hugged me, and it was just such a nice moment from beginning to end, and being able to practice, side by side with at the Jack. Of course, we've done it in Gilas before, but she's in the U.S. where she's so deserving to be at, and she has just so much to prove to everyone about Philippine basketball in general. For she's the face of it, and she's been in it for so long. She's just so deserving, and I'm so happy for her, and I can't wait to see the more barriers she's gonna break as she plays here or practices.
Well, guys, the reason also we wanted to have you together is because we did see those pictures of you playing with each other. So we were hoping to ask you what kind of players you guys were when you look at each other. Now, Ella, what do you think of Jack? Jack, what do you think of Ella, and vice versa? Ella, would you like to start?
I'll go first. I've actually known at the Jack for quite a while now. I remember when I was in, I think, the 5th grade, when I visited the Philippines, I was invited to go to a Gilas practice. And, at the Jack was there, and she definitely was not the player that she is today. Like, she literally started from square one. And, I could really say that I've at least been at the sideline of her journey, and I've seen how much she's improved as a player, how she's matured as a person. And it's like, I want to mature like that one day. Like, I want to be at the Jack one day almost. But like Kuya Paulo said, the type of energy that at the Jack has on and off the court is so unmatched. And, that's something that not all players have, and I'm so appreciated of. So I hope to be her teammate one day at Gilas. I told her that I'd practice so hard.
Like, she promised me that before she go back to New Jersey.
Oh, Jack, yung scouting report mo naman kay Ella.
Nung at first nakita ko si Ella, syempre, ang liit, di ba? Parang hindi mo iisipin na talaga nagbabasketball siya. But grabe, when she goes out there, when she plays, legit yung heart over height talaga. Siya yung legit na definition nun. Grabe yung puso niya talaga sa paglalaro. Kahit siya yung smallest sa lahat, hindi yun hindrance para hindi ka maglaro ng mabuti. And grabe, I love her to be my point guard kasi grabe talaga si Ella. Sobrang she knows how to pass, she knows how to take that shot. Alam mo yun, and talagang she will find you and give you that amazing dime. Mm-hmm. And grabe siya. Sobrang uplifting niya na teammates, yung positive vibes niya. Alam mo yun, kapag nakikita niya na na-down ka, she will cheer you up. And then, let's go. And then the energy na dinadala niya sa court, talagang okay, let's go. Ganun.
Well, Jack, actually, I was talking to a few other people here around the country, and they were telling me that si Ella kind of reminds them of a female version of si Jimmy Alapag. I'm not sure if you will agree with that, pero tama ba, di ba? Like, you can see it, right?
I agree with that talaga, as in.
Ella, if you don't know about the Jimmy Alapag's game, I suggest you research it because a lot of people are thinking that you're like the female version of that. But speaking of your development, you've now committed to FDU, NCAA Division I school. Can you talk a bit about the process of you committing to them and what you're looking forward to the most?
Right. The college process was definitely a very, very long process, as it is for everyone here, especially when COVID hit. Some of the schools that I was looking at previously, like their whole coaching staff was gone. And then I wouldn't be able to communicate with them that much, or even, the fact that my senior season, no coaches were able to come see me. It was all live streamed. So that was very difficult. So in general, I just say that I'm very thankful that I was able to pick a school that I really, really love and I'm really looking forward to going to. And I'm also very lucky to have the support from my family, the Gilas program, Coach Pat, for understanding my decision and, going all for it, and even at the Jack being so supportive and so understanding, and I'm just so thankful for all the support in general.
Well, we're so proud to have a Filipina in a D1 school, Ella. So congratulations.
Yeah.
And for you, Jack, I know you also have some accomplishments. Recently, you signed with EWP, the East-West Private Agency. So can you talk about that? Bakit ka nag-decide to sign with them? And what's your hope for your career in basketball?
Actually, hindi ko to plinano, hindi ko alam na mangyayari to. As in, everything happened all of a sudden. As in, biglaan siya. And like 4 days after our championship in Taiwan, my boss messaged me, like, he kept asking me, oh, what's your plan? Ano nang gagawin mo next? Uuwi ka ba dito sa Pilipinas? And at the time, grabe pa yung pandemic. So I told him na, if I can stay here for another year, I will stay here. I'll finish my master. I'll finish my season with the school. But then he said, okay. And then the night of that day, he messaged me again. And then he said, send me your mixtapes and basketball resume. And I was like, for what? But I didn't bother to ask him anyway. I just sent it. And then, okay, meron na agad group chat with EWP. And I was, EWP, this sounds familiar. Teka lang. Tapos pumunta ko sa Facebook, yun agad yung unang lumabas. Oh, okay, ito yung handler ni Kai. And I was, okay, so parang nasa States to, di ba, ganyan. And tapos yun na, doon na nag-start lahat. And from that moment, from that time, hindi ko alam kung ano yung mafe-feel ko. Kasi, I mean, hindi ko na-imagine na one day I'll be going to the States, you know, training with the best coaches and being handled by EWP. It's just really surreal.
That's
surreal
true, Jack.
moment.
And absolutely. And right now, in terms of, you actually touched on a question I wanted to ask right up next. We all know what's next for Ella, which is her season with FDU. But for you, we all know you're training in the States. But what's the next step for you personally after your training period there with EWP?
Actually, I'm taking it day by day pagdating ko dito. And I have my trust with my agent and management that they will do everything for me, like to get tips and all that. So I'm just waiting and be ready to show there, to go out there.
Well, congratulations to both of you. We're so proud
All right, so I think we're losing
of
Lau
the
a bit.
Philippines right now. And
Okay. All right, so sorry, Lau, you were breaking up there a bit, but again, thank you very much to Jack and Ella for joining us, and good luck on their respective journeys. Now, after the break, we'll head to the virtual track of the 2021 Toyota GRGT Cup as I sit down with the team behind the country's biggest e-motorsports event of the year. Stay tuned, you're watching The Game. In the world of Philippine motorsports, it's one thing to establish yourself as a staple in the auto industry. It's quite another feat to be both a pioneer and innovator like Toyota Motor Philippines. As the racing scene rapidly evolves to include the realm of esports, Toyota continues to highlight the Filipinos' love for cars despite the pandemic, in the form of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Philippines. Named after the iconic motorsports brand of the company, the GRGT Cup gives racing enthusiasts a chance to experience the thrill and excitement of the track from the safety of their own homes.
When you have the branding of Gazoo Racing in e-motorsports hand in hand, how does it work?
Yeah, interesting question. In Toyota, we have this Japanese term called wakudoki. So it means that heart pumping excitement one feels when doing high adrenaline activities or just doing something one really loves. So, and we do not want anyone to miss out on that exhilarating human experience. So primarily the reason for this program is we want to extend the thrill and excitement of driving Toyota cars to everyone. So thanks to technology and sim racing, racing is now more accessible, that even in the digital landscape, even kids. So in the GRGT Cup, we have a junior class. So everyone will be able to experience that same amount of fun.
Just how important is it to give that excitement to those racing fans, those hardcore ones, the casual ones, especially during this pandemic?
Yeah. Just to give our viewers a background, Toyota has been doing our one make race series called the VS Cup for many years, for almost we're nearing a decade now. It just so happened that last year, because of the pandemic, we had to postpone the program for safety reasons. So we had to think of something to keep the wakudoki going. So we thought of doing it virtually or online through the GRGT Cup. And when we were conceptualizing GRGT Cup, we thought it was serendipitous because Filipinos love driving and we are doing very well in esports. So that's one fact right now. So today, the local esports community is an ever-developing landscape where talents perpetually evolve. So we have seen that in the competitions, even in the SEA Games. We saw our Filipino gamers excel. So with GRGT Cup, we are happy to provide this platform where Filipino gamers can showcase their talent and where they can be recognized for their skill and their craft.
Following in the footsteps of Toyota's successful Vios Cup, the GRGT Cup has already kicked off its second year and promises to be bigger and better than the first. Featuring the cutting-edge gameplay of Gran Turismo, over 200 players raced on the virtual tracks in Round 1, with Terence Dalyave and Russell Cabrera coming in first for both the sporting and junior divisions. For this year's second leg, more prizes and even higher stakes await the aspiring Filipino e-racers.
Well, sorry, hindi pa tapos yung GRGT Cup. In fact, there are still upcoming legs. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not too late to join. And of course, a lot to earn points in terms of the races already part of it. Can you explain more about that?
Yeah, it's not too late to join. So that's correct. We still have round 3. So if you want to register for that, you just you simply need to go to toyota.com.ph/GT Cup, and do not worry about getting left behind in terms of points, because we have multipliers for every round. So previous rounds, round 2, points were multiplied by 1.5. For round 3, we're multiplying it by 2. So there's still chance to catch up. And after that, we will see the best of the best on the national finals, where more than $1 million worth of prizes are at stake.
Wow. Absolutely. That sounds exciting, sir. Wakidoki nga. Very exhilarating.
Tune in and catch round 2 of the Toyota GRGT Cup this weekend on the official Facebook page of Toyota Motor Philippines, and find out how you can register for the upcoming legs on the official website.
Thank you for watching our show. I'm Laura Lima.
Catch us on weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game.